100 years of art toys. Which decade had the best art toy from the 1920s to the 2020s? We're trying all sorts of different art toys today, and oh, I said we? That means my girlfriend's joining me. We're gonna try out all sorts of different art supplies today. 100 years of toys, there is so many things to compare. Okay, so I came up with a plan how we're gonna rank these toys.
Okay.
So I wanna rank them based on these three things. First off, we've got usability. So how easy is this toy to actually play with?
Right.
Next up is the creativity of the toy.
How creative is the toy itself?
And last, we have the enjoyability.
How fun is the toy actually to use?
I don't know, let's check it out. First off, we got the 1920s. Hey, the 1920s. Take yourself back 100 years. The roaring 20s. We've got all sorts of new things, including the Magic Slate. I can't see anything. That's my monocle.
It's really good.
The Magic Slate company actually went out of business. Not
Party
use this
time.
monocle or an accent the whole time,
Yeah,
I don't think.
How do you use this?
So there's a little plastic sheet that covers a little wax covered slate. And so as you press into the plastic sheet with the hard thing, it looks like they have this, then it makes a line.
Yeah. Erased immediately. Oops, and I moved it and it's gone. Well, I'm starting over.
Slate
look how cute yours is. Wait, why is yours working?
It is kind of working. It's pretty fun.
Are you pressing really hard?
No, I think less hard.
Oh. Yeah, and my frog looks horrifying, and I'm definitely blaming it on the material.
Oh God! Hold up the
Disappeared.
frog. Hold up so I can keep the camera can focus.
3 out of 10.
I give it a 3 out of 10 as well on usability. Creativity, though, I think for the times, it's like the first tidbits of plastic. It's the 1920s. We're in the future. We've got magic slates. I could see this being like really cool at the time, even though it's lost its appeal, far too advanced. I think there's a reason this company went out of business, and I think it's just how challenging it is to use, but it doesn't take away the enjoyment. For me, I like a little challenge because it makes the art a engaging process. So creativity, I think it gets a 10 out of 10. The last score, how enjoyable it was. 10 out of 10. I had a great time. I had a blast.
10 out of 10.
Okay, so we have got some high scores to beat. Next up, we have the 1930s.
You do resemble Mario.
The 1930s. With the invention and distribution of, actually the 1930s were kind of sad. I was trying to find good toys and really crayons. Crayons were the only
That's
thing the
very
United
sad.
States could afford. Are we gonna...
We should just rate crayons.
Yeah.
I think we should just all agree on how crayons are. Everybody knows crayons. All right.
Usability. For me, that's like a 3 out of 10. Creativity, that's like also 3 out of 10. And then enjoyability, I actually enjoy using crayons even though they're not super useful. And so like 7 out of 10. What is that? 13. I gave it a score of 13 in total. The 1940s. Paint by number was invented in the 1940s, so I figured we could make our own paint by number. I've got one of my favorite paintings from the era pulled up.
Using your laptop as a light box, draw lightly and create an outline.
I think it'll be easier if we use our modern conveniences and paint with paint pens.
Is this cheating?
As much as this is cheating to shake all your markers at once, is an underrated Posca hack. What colors? People had a willingness to do art, a little bit more free time, and people started making kits out of that, as you might expect. It's something it's cool to think that this is a new thing that's just in the last 100 years we've got paint by numbers and art being more ubiquitous. That's looking pretty cool.
I think it looks really cool.
It's the 50s and they finally discovered magnets. For the 1950s, but we got the Wooly Willy. You ever played one of these before?
This is a classic, of course.
For girls and for boys. Hello, girl, boy, ready to play with the Wooly Willy. This is how you're supposed to do it, I think. I don't want to mess it up. You guys, I could have opened it from the back the whole time. All that struggle, I didn't need a knife. What was I doing? But is there a toy inside this, or is this the toy? This is a slow process.
Yippee, magnets.
I genuinely don't think so. I'm like trying my darndest.
This just gets really messy. The magnetic powder still just gets everywhere.
I like the packaging more than I like the actual thing. Like there's a wizard on here. Look at that wizard. Why do we have a wizard? Who knows? Now to discover if this is a toy inside a toy or if this is just me breaking it right now. Nope, and I've opened it. And there is the magnets. Oops. The whole paper is the toy.
Why would you design it this way?
Yeah, whoops. I did break it. Sorry, Wooly. Sorry, environment. So we ripped up Wooly Willy. I think it might be disqualified. Doesn't get a score on any of the round. 0 out of 10.
How do they do it? Etch A Sketch draws and writes like magic. Turn the knobs and the lines go up and down and all around.
You're so good. How are you so good at this?
I'm just doing lots of lines over each other so it becomes like an average.
No crayons, no chalks, never any mess.
I give up. Why does it sound like there's beans in here? Show the camera.
No, if I pull it up, it'll
Turn Etch A Sketch upside down and everything disappears.
mess up with the sand. You gotta use this camera over here.
This is so good.
I guess. The real test would be like doing a Bob Ross scene or something on this. Anything I can do, you can do too.
This is so frustrating.
Give me any art form.
That's so annoying. You are such an artist.
We got a frog, everybody. Alert. Frog on an Etch A Sketch. Etch A Sketch. Usability.
0.
6 out of 10.
So hard.
I'll do 5 out of 10. Come down a point. You've convinced me. Creativity. I think it's pretty creative. What is it? Sand scraping? I don't even know how it works.
No one ever knows.
Yeah, since it's a great mystery, I'd say it's a 10 out of 10 on creativity. The last category is enjoyability. I'd say it's like a 4 out of 10 enjoyable.
It's a 0 for me.
It's like more usable than it is enjoyable. It's the 70s. Space race is done. Got all sorts of new technology from it. I'll even take one of these Magna Doodles to the disco. I'll stop. I'm not doing this anymore. 1970s is in. Okay, a fun looking toy. I don't ever remember playing with one of these as a kid.
This is the Wooly Willy, just upgraded and actually usable.
I like the packaging right off the bat, but I'm a sucker for the primary colors. Flashback much? Magna Doodle. Let's check out what this thing's all about.
That's a lot of fingers. Whoa, it doesn't draw right there.
The magnet has to be outside of the frame. That's
I don't really
smart.
understand how it erases it. It's like magic.
It's fun. I think the magnet, like, you pull it to the top, and this is probably a magnet bar that pulls it back to the bottom.
Oh.
If I had to guess. I really like this form. I might be doing more simple drawings on this soon. Oh, wow, that's so satisfying when you just clean slate it like that.
I have an idea. I'm gonna draw your frog. He is not the same at all.
He's more of an owl, friend.
Sort of. Starting over.
What is this pixel doing? Is that just a dirty pixel? And the lines aren't that straight of these hexagons.
Yep, it's true.
That's
And
cute.
then-
I want to draw a rabbit.
You can do half, and then you can draw the other half. That's a demented rabbit. This is the best toy by far.
Had to do the landscape. Is this gonna get a perfect score?
This gets a 10 out of 10 across all the boards for me.
Creativity, magnets are fun. Enjoyability, I'm having a blast. That's a straight up 30 across the board for both of us. Magna Doodle, the 70s might be the era that takes the cake.
You should probably vote for the best era. Probably vote for which era had the best toy.
But yes, which era has the best toy
That is already what we're doing.
is what we're doing. I'm glad you picked up
Oh
by the
my
time
God,
we got
I
to the
get it
70s.
now.
We're only this far through, gang. She gets to the 80s.
What is it?
A light bright. It's the closest
It's so
thing
small.
to a drawing toy that I could find.
Okay.
Embraces the neon of the era. We might need batteries. We
Oh,
might have to do
no.
a battery run. That'll be after we build our design. The battery reveal.
Okay, I like that idea.
We just have to sort of commit without knowing, and these colors, they could represent accurately. Like there's a blue, there's a pink, there's a yellow, there's
Or the
an
blue could be
orange.
purple. We'll never know.
Until it's too late.
What a challenge.
I never knew I always wanted a light bright.
You've never had a light bright before?
No.
What do you think?
It's a frog. Let me tell you a thing or two about light bright pieces. They're tiny, they're very annoying, hard to get out. They hurt your fingers. Them, you drop them all the time.
Okay, it's less about the pieces and more about the...
What we're talking about, people.
That one's gone.
I think it's a fun idea, though. Creativity, I give it a 9 out of 10.
Enjoyability, highly enjoyable, 7 out of 10. So it gives it a total of 14 for me. What's your total?
I said 2, 9, and 7. So 18, 7, 16, 19.
I'm adding all of that to the video.
No!
It's the 90s, the digital age. It's a whole new world. It's KidPix world. Make sure the volume's on so you can hear these hilarious old school noises.
Definitely not how a pencil sounds to me. I don't think so. Hello? Where are we going?
About.
Whoa!
And there's
Hello.
that one.
Honestly, sell this as an NFT. Of course. Right. This is all too much. We've lost the plot. Let's just start over. Oops.
I mean, we've been drawing Frog. Should I just continue with it?
Oh, but make him doing something this time. How about he's a pastry chef?
It's a beautiful choice.
Fascinating
I don't want to
to
go
me,
back to the
and-
same tool twice, you know? Go with the...
With the boing, of course. That's been done.
You know-
As a graphic designer, you need to push yourself.
Ooh, maybe we can use a stamp. We can
Okay,
put
of
some
course,
little...
weasel, some sort of weasel, of course. Some sort of dinosaur, weasel, dog, goat. Those are basically all the emojis I need.
It was never why stop.
It was never why stop.
It was always keep going.
It was always keep going, never why stop. Always keep going, never why stop.
And I have a brain.
And I've always said that. He's a pastry chef, remember? He's gonna be kneading some dough. That's why they're kind of
I like
claw-like.
that.
Yeah, and we're loving this, but I'm getting bored and I need more flavor. I need you to use more crazy effects.
That tool is that tool, and this tool is this tool. This is the tool we were looking for in the eyes and for the shade.
Oh my god, he's demented.
And how this tool works is very poorly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how that one goes. He's actually a DJ now.
Right.
Right. Yeah, there's technique. There's technique to all
Artistry.
this.
Yeah. This is art. This is innovation. This is technology.
These are layers.
These are layers. This is
graphic
graphic design. There's a different person for
It's a whole
multiple
team.
people.
And there you have it. The 90s.
The toy is computers, and we love computers.
The toy is a
obviously.
computer. The toy is kid picks the software. This
I'm-
particular software slaps. I love the sounds. Usability, not really.
Mm-mm.
Almost a 1 out of 10.
Almost, yeah. Almost none.
Like the general layout of what you would think of as a graphic design program is there, and almost none of it works. Creativity, 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
They saw a computer and they're like, I gotta draw on that. That thing, I know there's every art supply ever in the world, but I want to make this. Move a mouse. Somebody had vision for it. 10 out of 10 for me on this one.
For sure.
And enjoyability, I had a blast. It was so creative. It's like it forced me to get outside of my comfort zone with all of the weird brushes. The 2000s. The aughts.
The ooze.
With their LCD tablets. I've literally never had one of these.
Yeah, what is this?
Low stakes iPad, maybe? I got the rechargeable one because I didn't want to be wasteful, but a lot of these are disposable. Very thin, very cheap plastic. This looks cool. I like the look of it. Just like a sleek little drawing tablet.
It's an iPad for the
I'm in love! How do I clear it? Oh, and I just press a button. Oh my god. How much shading am I going to be able to do?
I have no idea, but the colors are nice.
Feels like the modern day version of one of these. You've seen this
Oh
before.
yeah, the scratch papers. I love this. This is so fun to draw on. Only problem is you can't erase.
Well, it practices your line confidence, if anything.
I
10
know,
out of
yeah.
10 creativity.
Oh.
Enjoyability, 10 out of 10. And usability, uh-oh. But I did give Magna Doodle, pass the Magna Doodle back here, because I think this is a hilarious comparison.
Yeah.
And I don't think we ever tried the stamps.
Oh my gosh.
You could play tic-tac-toe with that, so easy. I think this has to be a 30, and that has to go down to 29. Give me the old-fashioned boy. You know, that nice sound?
It was a nice sign, but now that I know this exists, it's so much more fun.
Okay, draw your best star. You want to learn? I can teach
Yeah.
you. Step 1 is you start with the normal star. Without, because this is how I make a star. Go across, over.
I did it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having too much fun with this.
And that's really the truth of where we're at. You go from having too much fun with technology to the point where technology starts having fun with you. The 2010s and the very first commercial drawing robot. We take the metal plate, we stick the robot on here. We have a power
Fun.
brick.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's see what it looks like when it's drawing.
Nice.
The robot takeover is going to be shaky and inconsistent lines. Just like me.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, so robots can't take my style.
Usability is basically 0. I'm not the one drawing, so the robot's doing it, and it's not even doing a very good job.
Yeah, it's mostly this app, and the app is only medium usable.
15 out of 30 for me.
Okay, into the modern era, 2020s. What sort of toy do you think it'll be?
An AI-powered toy.
No, fuck AI. I don't like, bleep AI. We're gonna draw using art dice. Subject, 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 medium style, setting, mood, texture, color.
I rolled a yellow garbage landscape, and I'm going to do a 20-minute drawing here in the next 20 seconds, complete with a plane crash, flames, a garbage city, and just a bunch of trash everywhere. Overall, I enjoyed using this technique to create a prompt. Rather than looking for inspiration, it was able to just give me what I wanted with a roll of a dice.
10 decades, 100 years of art supplies. On the count of 3, which one was your favorite? 3, 2, 1. Magna draw.
70s.
The same thing. We said the same thing. Nice. Cool. That's it. Bye.
See you
Also,
later.
subscribe, like that stuff so I can keep making cool videos like this. I can't afford to make videos with all these art supplies.
Help!
And also, if you enjoyed this, maybe you like one of my other videos. I'm going to put it up on the screen now. You should go watch one of my other videos, please, for the algorithm.
You have to.